Hello, people. We're continuing today looking at the theme of darkness and the veil that it brings across us where we can't see further than our feet sometimes. And this darkness comes different shapes and forms at different times and for different reasons. We all know that, and we've said that the last week or so. But I want to take you to the most remarkable story today about a man who was born blind and was completely dark in his eyesight. The man was one day healed by Jesus. And the people and the skeptics and the clever people and the cynics of the day, they came to Jesus and they said, why was this man blind? Why was he blind? Was he blind because of his own sin? Because they naively thought that the consequence of sin was illness and sickness and blindness. And when Jesus answered them, he said, this man was not born blind for anybody's sinful reason. It wasn't his parents' sin. It wasn't his sin. It wasn't generational sin. It was so that the glory of God could be seen. Verse 3 says, this happened so that the work of God, that means his glory, may be seen. God works in mysterious ways. Even if he has to make a man to be born blind, to live in that sad state for so long in his life, and then one day to heal him, and the world to stand back and say, wow, look what God has done. That man, it just seems so unfair, doesn't it? That he would have had to go through all of that and all of that pain and that suffering and that rejection and that inconvenience of being born blind, just so that God could get glory. Can't God get glory some other way? Apparently not. God gets glory through different things that happen in different people's lives. And for this man, the beauty and the tragedy of it was that his blindness was there for the purpose of it being revealed God's power to be able to heal people like him and to give much glory to God. We think that everybody should be healthy and wealthy. Well, that's apparently not true. God uses different things to be able to use these things to bring glory to himself as he begins to win over the challenges that there are in life. Can you imagine being that man after being blind all those years, having been healed by Jesus? I don't think he cared two hoots about the period that he was blind. He was so happy and so joyful that he could now see that he was just rejoicing in the goodness of God, that God had last come to his aid and God had last healed him. And this was a great day for him. People, it's like that with us, isn't it? If we were to say to somebody who's been through a terribly hard time and that God comes through and delivers them from whatever it is, doesn't matter whether it's physical, emotional, relational, psychological, it doesn't matter. But there's one question they would all say, we don't look back. We don't look back and begrudge that which God has taken us through. We just rejoice in the fact that now we stand healed and whole. And the best thing about the whole story is that God got glory. That's the price that we as believers are able to make or able to deal with. If you're going through some tough time, maybe it's not because sin, maybe, well, who knows, maybe it is, but maybe it's because of God wanting some glory. And then when God ultimately comes through for you, his glory will shine out of the wonder of the situation that you have been through. Don't begrudge it. Don't look back on it with bitterness and say why and how and if only and what if. Don't ask all those stupid questions to which there are no answers. Just revel in the wonder of God's goodness and the glory that his goodness has brought to him at that particular time. We used the example the other day of a woman given birth. A lot of pain in birth, apparently. But, the glory and the joy that comes in the morning after a baby has been born, and every mother will look at that child with love in her eyes and say, man, the pain was worth it to fulfill the purpose that brought glory to God and a new life into this world. Don't begrudge it. Don't fight it. When it happens, suck it up and wait for the glory of God to shine. I'm sure it will. And it all happens in his time. That verse to Ecclesiastes, he makes all things beautiful. When? When I want to? No. When you want to? No. When the church wants to? No. When I want to pray that? No, 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 no. He makes all things beautiful in His time. So hang in there. His time is coming. Have a great day, people. See you soon.